You are looking live at Haverhill Ice Arena in Haverhill, Massachusetts, where the New Jersey Rockets U19 girls are getting set to play their final preliminary round game of the NGHL MLK Classic against the New Mexico Mustangs. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you all the action on Rizzo Vision. And the Rockets will be playing hard and going all out, but that's the good news. The good news also is that they garnered their first win of the tournament just a few hours ago, a 4-0 win over the San Diego Angels with an 8 a.m. face-off, and now the pretty decent break ahead of hopefully not too much snow to have all of our families traveling back and forth to their hotels. The Rockets wearing the black jerseys with red numbers and accenting black helmets, black pants, black socks with red stripes. The Mustangs from New Mexico in the base white with purple pants, white socks, and the deep purple helmets. Purple numbers outlined in white thinly and purple widely, and unfortunately no names on the backs of the jerseys. That'll make it a little difficult, but we'll try to do our best for the Mustangs who have traveled from New Mexico. If you're driving, it's about 30 plus hours of just driving. Number 13 on the Rockets and I saw a New Mexico license plate on the way here, and we were wondering if one of the New Mexico families had decided to make the drive. It's quite a long drive for quite a short tournament, but it's possible, and with hockey families, you never know what's going to be what. Rockets gather around their net as they get ready for the first of 3 15-minute periods. That's what they are for the tournament, not the customary 17. That way they can get in more games in less time. If these games go to the end of regulation in a tie, there's a 3-round shootout, and that was how the Rockets had their fate sealed in the first game. They lost 2-1 in a shootout to the Dallas Stars Elite. And had they been able to win that game, things might have been looking very different for them as they look to advance to the semifinals. They still have a prayer, but the first things first is they would need to win this game, and they'd need an awful lot of help on the rinks that are adjacent to this one and also in this area. It's most likely going to be a consolation effort on Monday, but if a couple of semi-miraculous scenarios pan out, then the Rockets could find themselves in the semifinals, but for the most part, they'll worry about what they can control, and that is their play in this game. The Mustangs come in, I believe, with 1 win out of 3 games, and with 3 standings points in the regulation win, that would keep them from having hopes of advancing to the semifinals. But there are consolation games on Monday, and the tournament directors at the NGHL, who do such a phenomenal job, Leslie Case and her crew, will make competitive matchups as they see fit, and also take into account the travel plans of the teams. We will line up here at center ice. We would say the 50-yard line for those watching football, but forget about those Eagles and Rams. Watch the Rockets here. Clem Dixon Child guards the goal to YouTube left, and that looks like Mo Seaton for New Mexico. Liftoff, period 1. Rockets in the black, New Mexico Mustangs in the white, just to make it more simple. Rockets started out with PJ Jacobus up front, flanked on her left by Francesca Hansen, who hits the puck there, and Cece Nieves on her right. Nieves looking for Hansen. Hansen has to wait for it, and Tootie does. She brings it in. Nieves comes down the middle. Hansen's pass attempt was blocked. Caputo on lefty, and Fox on right. Haley Caputo, number 10, Lauren Fox, number 34. Rockets battle for it in the near side corner. Nieves is going to pull it out of there and actually begin the cycle, sending it back down low. Picked up by Everett, who tries to race it around, but Hansen steps through, turns, gets shielded off by Everett, who just finds some open ice and sends a sharp angle clearing attempt. Dixon Child will stop it. It probably would have gone over the line, but the backside ref on the far side in this case, the side where the benches are, said no for no icing. Caputo gets a piece of that one, and Fox chips it for Jacobus, who sends it in and allows all 5 Rockets to change. On comes Maddie McDonald with Bryn Dandy and Aaron Bruno. Grace Matone and Autumn Dooley, who has the puck now, on defense. Dooley with it, number 57, banks it off the boards for Bruno, who backhands it to Dandy, who sends it in, and Dandy took a little bump there in front of the New Mexico bench. Mustangs pick it up, try to send the long pass. McDonald picks it off, top of the left circle, fires a shot, and it goes wide. Mustangs trying to clear it, but they send it back in, so it's not offside. It came out, but the Mustangs sent it back into their own zone. Here comes Grace Matone, number 59, sending it in, and it bounds off of Claire Cox's stick for the Mustangs, and New Mexico will shepherd the puck out of the zone. But here's Dandy bringing it in, number 96, wearing the blue gloves, gets in down low, hit the crossbar! Dandy will skate off now. Backhand shot, and it goes in! Lily Latour opens the scoring for the Rockets with 12:37 left in period 1. Latour came in on the right side, got it down low, and backhanded it just under the crossbar to give the Rockets the lead. That's the start that they were looking for. That's 4 out of 4 games in which they've scored first. Landstrom now at center with Rizzo on the left and Menichello on the right. Puck comes into the defensive zone where Latour picks it up, and Latour will play offensively from that defensive position, and her teammates are prepared and they know it. So when Lily has the puck and she has space, she's going for it, and whichever of the forwards are there, not just a center, it could be a wing, somebody will cover the point for her and handle her defensive responsibilities, and it works like a charm. Here comes Rizzo, going to try to have to race this one down. No icing, she's got 2 on her, but has the angle. Rizzo will get there first and clear the puck to the side. Menichello in front, and so are Landstrom. Rizzo has it, loses it. Latour picks it up, sends it toward the mixer, but it doesn't get through. Batted out by the Mustangs, but Latour picks it up and sends it back in. Menichello trying to use Rizzo as a pick, and does. Menichello tries to tee it up, gets in, gets down low, backhand, lost it, and Landstrom nearly put it in. Here's Rizzo in front, oh, she whiffed on it. Strike 1. Menichello picks it up, trying to get it over for Fox. Fox lost it there for a moment, and the Mustangs clear it down. This one will be an icing, although the puck did get on its edge and start spinning like a top. But Haley Caputo never hit the brakes and made sure. And now we'll get a leisurely skate back up to the offensive zone where the Rockets put fresh legs out. Francesca Hansen on the dot to take the draw. PJ Jacobus in the slot, and Cece Nieves on the near side wing. Caputo at left D and Fox on right D. Jacobus with it, looking to set up, will reverse it to Nieves as they begin the cycle down low. Nieves will pull it out of the corner. Nieves still with it. Nieves reverses and curls and sends it down toward Jacobus at first, but it was knocked away. Caputo steps in, gets it on, almost on net, but just a little wide. 11:05 left first period. Rockets have struck first for the 4th straight game. PJ Jacobus lost it in a funny part of the boards over there, but recovered, and back checks to help out her defenseman. One of them, Lauren Fox, picking it up right now and sending it on the near side board. Hansen uses the body as a shield and pushes the puck up the near side wall, but can't get it all the way through as Everett stepped in at the point. Now Jacobus tries to get the wheels moving. Hansen's way behind the D, and they can't get it to her. Nieves was looking to redirect it, and Tootie was behind the D. She had 2 in the earlier game today and really got the Rockets going with a power play goal midway through the first. Half of the game, I should say. Maddie McDonald has it, tries to chip it forward, sends it off of the skate of Estes and back to herself. Was going to the point, but the Rockets were changing behind the play. Dandy hustled over and nearly kept it in, but couldn't do it. Now Dooley is there, bunts it down, picks it up, sends it for Hansen, who's about to change, and they do it cleanly. Bruno now out. Here's Dandy. Dandy sends it down in, and they try to chase after it, and it hits the protective netting. That is somehow on the inside of the glass over there. Maybe there might be one piece of glass that's actually a little bit lower. You'd never really be able to see it unless I could show you this thing in 4K. McDonald on the slot, Bruno on the dot, Bruno in the slot, Dandy on the left wing, Matone at the left point, Dooley on the right. Dooley sees the wing going low and was trying to pinch in there for a backside chance. McDonald knocks it down. McDonald looks to the center. McDonald fires, save, rebound, Bruno in front, Dandy in front, trying to hack at it, can't get it to sit down. Matone kept it in at the point and sends it down low, and the Mustangs will clear, but Matone saw it and hustled back to make the play ahead of Maya Fox. So there's a Fox on both sides. Fox on the Mustangs is number 11. Fox on the Rockets, our beloved Lauren, is 34 in black. Mustangs trying to establish offense here. They've only had maybe 1 or 2 shots to this point, and one was a quality chance right off the bat. Rockets pick it up. Here comes McDonald, looking ahead possibly to hit Bruno, but doesn't have the lane. Now they part the Red Sea for McDonald. That's a mistake. McDonald comes in, and the shot goes off the skate of Claire Cox. Sent in the middle, Cox knocks it down, takes it behind her own net for the Mustangs, and sends it to the near side wall for Maya Fox. Picked up by Dandy, sent out by the Mustangs. They take the icing, and they'll get a change cleanly, but so will the Rockets, who lead 1-0 with 8:41 left in the first period. What can the Rockets control? Only how they play here, as their coach, Jeremy Jacobus, watches with the flu, hopefully getting better from the hinterlands of Pennsylvania, where surely he's seeing a lot of snow at the moment. Mustangs win the faceoff and break out as Landstrom, Rizzo, and Minichello join together. Latour, who has the goal, sends it off for Rizzo. Rizzo was trying to find Landstrom, but one of the Mustangs made a nice, neat play. Landstrom with a nifty backhand, but it goes wide. A pirouette spin by Lauren Barbara Landstrom in front. Landstrom picks it up in the corner, centers it, but a little too hard for Latour, who's down there in attack mode. Lily the Lion going after it, 76. Picks it up, now Minichello has it, gets in low, takes a shot, and it's blockered away by Seaton. There's a collision there as no call. Rizzo kept it in at the point. Now it's knocked out. Minichello getting up a little bit gingerly there, but skates back into the play. Mustangs break in. Dixon Child knocks that one down with the glove. It was going wide, but Clem knocked it down and covered it up for the Rockets. 7:42 left, period 1. Rockets off to a great start. Once again, a 1-0 lead for the 4th game in a row, but without an awful lot of help on rinks in this area. It's going to be a consolation game on Monday and not one for the chip, but that's not always what tournaments are all about, although it is sometimes. Here comes Cece Nieves. She's going to try to turn the corner and see what she's got. She's forced down below the end line by Petriga. Now reverses it for Hansen. Hansen waits, looks, goes back to Nieves, and they play catch. In front, Caputo pinches down, gets a backhand roller in. It's loose in front, tapped at the net by Jacobus and covered by Seaton. Rockets with the 1-0 lead. Shots on goal 6-2, according to Debbie Rizzo, who is back in New Jersey, watching the snow from there. We haven't had it here yet, but we don't have the shots on goal on the scoreboard, but they do have them on the NGHL site, so Debbie Rizzo's watching from there and posting it on the chat. Here's a wrist shot, redirected by Hansen and a save by Seaton. Hansen had one before in the earlier game, not from the same place, but the same idea. Nieves spinning, working with Jacobus on the cycle. Hansen's free in front if they could find her. Hansen gets it, spins, whirls, sends it just wide. Almost found a skate to send it in. Nieves with it now. Rockets dominating possession here. They work the cycle down low. Hansen has plenty of room behind the net, lifts it in front. Nieves tries to pick it up. Caputo pinches down, was looking for a shot. Caputo is sniffing that one. Haley's going to get one today. You could just feel it. Here come the Rockets again, behind the net, working the cycle. The cycle means they just keep playing with the puck down there. That one tipped maybe off the hip of Caputo, rode the dasher and found its way all the way to the other end of the ice, forcing Lauren Fox to pick it up. The Mustangs change, and on the long pass attempt, Mustangs pick it up. That's Iris Groves. Groves gains the offensive zone line, but sends it down low, and Caputo picks it up, tries to send it for Hansen. Jacobus is going to grab that one for a moment, and Caputo helps clean up the mess. Got it to the point, but not out, because Claire Cox grabbed it, number 3. Hansen's up front. Cox now comes back to help out on Diaz. Nieves comes in there, hits Hansen with the pass, pucks in the skates, and Cox is able to come up with it. McDonald now jumps on for Jacobus. Hansen and Nieves head off. Offside is the call, and the Rockets will get a timeless clock on which to complete their change. As Bryn Dandy and Aaron Bruno, sporting their blue PDS gloves. If you know, you know. That's part of the tournament atmosphere. Still youth hockey. You know, there's some 19 and almost 20-year-olds out there. It's still about, yes, development and competitiveness, but having fun. And Bruno and Dandy are having a little fun out there today. McDonald off the one-timer into the breadbasket. Bruno hoping for a rebound, doesn't get it. And the whistle stops play on the cover by Seton. Seton uses the catching glove to get some of the snow off of her mask. McDonald on the dot, Bruno in the slot. Mustangs changing very late there. They're the guest team. Dandy through traffic. Goalie was screened, but it went wide. Comes around the end line. Mustangs pick it up, looking to reverse it. Ward can't get it through. It chips out forward. Dandy's going to pick it up. Has Matone in the middle, and Matone like a wide receiver waiting for a pass. Had to wait just a moment too long. Dooley got it, and there's going to be a penalty with something happening in front of the net. Or is it just that the net is off? No penalty, just stoppage of play. Rockets will change it up. Landstrom will come out to take the draw with Rizzo in the slot and Minikillo on the far wing. Dooley will set up between the points and Matone the lefty at the right point. Landstrom tries to score off the draw and it goes just wide. She nearly had one in the game against Team Wyoming, a regulation loss. Here's Minikillo getting it in the slot. Now takes it outside the far circle. Minikillo against the boards, draws 2 defenders, sends it to Matone. Matone backhands it for Rizzo in the slot. Rizzo curls, turns, tries to send it to the corner for Minikillo. Hope grabs it. Hope looks. Hope still with it. Hope handles. Still with it. Still with it. Still with the 2 defenders over there. Loses it, sends it down low and says, LBL, you go get it. Landstrom has a room to get out front, and the backhand stuff shot is rebuffed by Seton, and that puck is bounded out of play to stop play with 4:07 left in period 1. Rockets putting on all the pressure here. 8-2 the shots in favor of New Jersey. Off the draw, same crew out there, but the defense changes. Kaylee Madura with the shot from the left point. Lily Latour brings it in from the left point now, rather. Madura was at the right point. Rizzo covers the point on the left side. Rizzo streaks down the middle. Oh, Minikillo went with it below the line. Rizzo's covering the point now as Latour can go and hunt goals. The offensive defenseman, 76. Minikillo gets wheeled it off there, but Latour just barrels right through, brings it in, has the backhand, takes a shot, rebound, loose, Seton knocks it away, and is it out of the net? It is still out of the net. Seton got the right pad down, pressed it against the inside of the post, and never let Latour's backhand and 2 forehand slam attempts find their way in. Latour's got one. That's what the Rockets have. 1-0 with 3:35 left in period 1. Hansen wins the draw to Nieves, who whacks it around the end boards for Jacobus at the far side below the end line. Now Jacobus sends it back and says, Cece, you go get it. Nieves draws the defender. Jacobus now pressed against the wall, and Nieves comes in to help out 2-on-2. Mustangs are going to pick it up, and trying to get through a lot of traffic there was Kaylee Everett, but couldn't quite do it. Rockets bring it close. Backhand shot by Nieves goes just wide. Hansen will pick it up, send it forward. Nieves has it, tried to pop it in just below the crossbar, and they call the high stick. Now that's an interesting one, because to score, you can't have the stick be above the crossbar, but you can have the stick if you're playing the puck below the shoulder, and Nieves was not, she was above the crossbar but below the shoulder. So it looks like the other side ref was saying maybe it shouldn't be a face-off all the way down in the other end, but just outside the zone. I'm not sure if I even agree with the call at all, but I'm not putting on the skates and the stripes and trading places. Here's a backhander from Nieves as the puck got to the front of the net area. Fox pinches in from right D, and Nieves goes to cover her point. 2:45 left first period, all Rockets so far, but it's just 1-0 on the scoreboard. Hansen has it down low, has a little room, tries to send it in for the streaking Jacobus, lost it but recovered. Jacobus sends it for Nieves, looking for Hansen in front, got it a little bit too inside for Tootie, who kicked it right back out, and the Rockets will try to reset it, and they've just had their way with possession here. Caputo pinches in and forces the turnover that Nieves converts. Here's Hansen with it below the end line, trying to get around one, has Nieves in front, and now Jacobus in front. Lost it, regained at the point by Fox. Here's Jacobus wheeling, looking, sends it low, redirected by Nieves, but into one of the Mustangs. Nieves now with 2 minutes left in the first period. Jacobus with it, back to Nieves. Caputo gets down in front. Caputo's there if they find her. Oh, she sent it to the middle. Centering feed. Nieves at the back door couldn't get it. Hansen got a piece. Mustangs have to be ragged leg. This line has been out there for quite a while, and the Rockets are just moving the puck up and down, but just one goal to show for it. Caputo was looking for Hansen to get the redirect in front. Fox pinches in from the right. Centering feed for Nieves, and blocked away by the Mustangs. They will take the icing all day and twice on Sunday, and it is Sunday. Whistle stops play, 1:24 left first period. Rockets with the blitz here, but still just 1-0, and that's thanks to Mo Seaton, number 1 in the nets for the New Mexico Mustangs. Off the draw, Mustangs win it, fire it around the board to the far side, but the Rockets, seemingly ever present, are able to keep it in. Mustangs just can't break it out here, and the Rockets are not letting their foot off the gas. They know that even just a win would not quite be enough, potentially. I mean, potentially it would be enough, but they'd have to win by certain margins, including 3 or even 9, to have any hope. It's highly unlikely that they're going to be able to advance, but in order to do that, they'd have to have a potentially big blowout win. So they're not going to take their foot off the gas at any point in this game, and they won't scoreboard watch either. Rockets with it, 30 seconds left in the first period with a 1-0 lead. McDonald calling for it from Bruno, but a little too north, and the Mustangs send it back in. Step sent it forward. Rockets in the long pass. Bruno's got it. She's got one to beat, and she's got Dandy coming down the middle, and a big play by Step, and then pushes Bruno out of the way. New Mexico attacking now with Ward, getting it in, and she lost an edge, gets up. Most important thing is she's okay. And the puck battle continues as the period runs out, and the Mustangs, maybe with their best showing of the period, came in the last few seconds, but the Rockets, with a dominating period, will head into the second with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Lily Latour. Shots on goal, courtesy of Debbie Rizzo and the NGHL website, 12-2 in favor of the Rockets. I'm looking for football updates from Pete Caputo. We'll see if he turns and gives me one. Football updates.
13-10. 13-10 Eagles. Third quarter.
Oh, boo. Go Rams.
Go Rams.
13-10 Eagles. Third quarter. Go Rams. That's coming from a Giant fan, so. No apologies to all you Eagles fans. You've beaten the tar out of us for years, and then you took our running back and our heart, so go Rams. And also I'm a Fordham Ram, so saying go Rams to my Rams brethren is always apropos. Clem Dixon Child now heads to the net on your YouTube left. Number 41 will guard that goal. And Mo Seaton. Morgan Mo Seaton protects the cage to your YouTube right for New Mexico. Landstrom with Menikillo and Rizzo up front. Latour on lefty and Madura on the right. Liftoff, period 2. Rockets with a 1-0 lead. And they have to keep trying to add on. Menikillo has Latour rush in. Latour knocked Menikillo's stick out of her hand, and Landstrom, covering the point there, was able to rush back and get in. Rizzo kind of came out of nowhere to send that puck in, and I think it was offside as Menikillo was going to retrieve her stick. And the clock never started, so free hockey. In baseball, we call extra innings bonus cantos in Espanol. In hockey, I'm not sure what it is. It's bonus hockey. On the near side, the Mustangs have it. Centering feed, getting it down low. Shot, Dixon Child save and covers up. Kaylee Everett with the Mustangs' biggest chance. Rockets will change all 5. And Dixon Child stretching out, and Landstrom making sure she's okay. Fox taps the pads of her netminder. Period of the long change. That means your bench is on the side opposite of your defensive zone. Mustangs pick it up, curling, looking, sending it to the opposite side. Oh boy, that would have been a big chance for New Mexico as Kira Langenwalter nearly found a connection. Everett gets through. Shot was blocked by Jacobus. Mustangs pick it up. Mustangs don't have the names on the jerseys, and the player on the far side, they're going to call that now. And let's see, the New Mexico player should be going off for roughing. Looks like Langenwalter. And it's Caputo that goes off, no Langenwalter. Langenwalter was the initiator. Langenwalter the initiator over there, and Caputo, defending herself, is the one to take the penalty. So the Rockets shorthanded for the first time today. Jacobus and Nieves, the penalty killers up front. Dooley and Fox on the back line. 1-0 Rockets, despite their dominance so far. They haven't been able to add more on the scoreboard. This is going to maybe be an icing if it goes over the line, and it does. But the ice is slowing down. It's still pretty fresh. We'll see if there's an ice cut between the second and third like there was in the first game. It's not required or expected. Same crew out there. Mustangs win the faceoff. Oh, Nieves was trying to go off to the races. The Rockets, all of their penalty-killing forward duos will try to score if they can. They will play defense first. But a Rockets shorthanded goal would not surprise me. Mustangs get it to the point. Nice play by Fox to bump the other Fox in front. Maya Fox was looking to re-establish position, but Lauren Fox bumped her as the puck was there. Mustangs with it down low. Rockets protecting the house. Dooley saved it with the left skate. It never got to Clem Dixon Child. Mustangs reverse it at neutral ice. Now they try to bring it in with 30 seconds left on the power play, and now a clean 13 minutes remaining in period number 2. Rockets with a 1-0 lead. They can't be content with just a win if they want to have any hope of advancing. They're going to need at least a 3-goal win and possibly even 1 by 9. Fox loses the stick, gives away the stick, and just plays it with her feet. Jacobus puts the pressure on. Mustangs have 2-on-1 if they hurry, and they do get it. Here's in front, backhand shot, save Dixon Child on the backhander by Kira Langenwalter. Kaylee Everett on the 2-on-1 had a good feed to Kira Langenwalter, who got a nice backhand shot in there, but the sweeping pads of Clem Dixon Child keep this a 1-0 game for the Rockets. They change all now as the penalty is over, and McDonald is out with Dandy and Bruno. Here comes Dandy, has a break on the right side, wrist shot, oh, and the glove got it just enough by Seaton. Otherwise, that one would have been tucked in under the crossbar. Seaton got a bit of the glove on it. It hit the top of the crossbar and went over the high glass on the right side of your screen. McDonald on the dot, Bruno in the slot, and Dandy on the right wing. Latour hustles all the way down to get it from the far side. Dandy will slide all the way from the right wing to the left point to cover it. Puck battle ensues. McDonald is going to grab that one. Just a little bit extra hustle from Maddie. They're giving her a lot of room. She comes through the circle, gets in down low, tries to stuff it in from in front. Latour was there to provide a little of a decoy. McDonald almost found its way in. That one's going to be icing as Dandy gives chase. Rockets will change it up in the offensive zone. And Landstrom will come out with Minichello and Rizzo to take the offensive zone draw with 11:46 left. Period 2, Rockets with a 1-0 lead. They've put on all of the pressure in this game, and the Mustangs have turned it around a little bit here in the second. They have both shots of the second period. Well, they did until that sequence right there. Off the draw, Rizzo's left to battle it out 1-on-2 in the corner. Lost an edge there, but let's see if Minichello can help keep the puck. Had it, lost it, had it. Dooley comes in to battle, and the Rockets are just not giving an inch anywhere on the ice, and Adrian Burrows had to just use every bit of her metal to get it just to where she got it. Rockets force the offside there, and let's see if they bring the face-off to center. The origination of that offside pass was near the opposite blue line, but they face it off just outside New Mexico's offensive zone. Minichello was trying to just snap that one away and would have sent Rizzo in. Dixon Child, the fluttering puck, is blockered away, comes to the near side wall. Minichello picks it up. Rizzo's trying to get on the break, but Minichello didn't have it. Rizzo now tries to take it away. I think that might be Reyes. One of the Mustangs falls. Minichello has it. Rizzo's trying to streak down the middle. Landstrom trails. Minichello will get right in front. Oh, Rizzo had it go right under the stick as it popped out. Comes into neutral ice. 2 Rockets converge and prevent any Mustangs from getting near the puck. Sent to the near side by Matone. Minichello just picked her pocket, and Rizzo's going to pick it up. Doesn't really have a break. Has one to beat. Gets through her with a nifty move. Landstrom's there. Rizzo lost it. Oh, boy. Nearly had the conversion. Minichello knocks it down. Caputo picks it up. Chips it forward. Landstrom clears the zone, spins, and turns back in. Mustangs pick it up below the end line. Send it across the dasher. Caputo from the point down to Rizzo. Rizzo tried to shuffle it through to Landstrom, but couldn't get it through. Reverse now. Caputo's over there. Let's see if Haley jumps in to pick it up. Put the pressure on. Minichello knocked it down for a moment to prevent the break and hustles all the way out to keep the Rockets in some portion of possession. Here come the Mustangs. Shot. Dixon Child save, and she covers as Ryan Kitts was in front looking to put in a rebound. So this is about the point where in a 0-0 game earlier today against the San Diego Angels that the Rockets broke through for the first time. They've already got one, but this was about the point where their dominant possession play led to the floodgates opening a little bit. Here comes Francesca Hansen, takes a shot off the left pad and saved and held by Seaton. Seaton got the glove on it. It deflected right down, and instead of going into the net, it hit her left pad and she was able to cover it up. Hansen with a blistering quick wrist shot from the left circle. Hansen on the dot, wings it over to Nieves, who sends it down below the end line for Jacobus to come out the near side to grab it. Jacobus tries to send it back for Nieves, has to power through a bunch. Jacobus and Nieves trying to just work that puck along the wall. That is tiring to play against. It's exhausting to play against. And that's why the line has so much success. Chipped in by Reyes. Rockets pick it up. Caputo off the wall on the far side. Nieves puts the pressure on. Mustangs send it in, but without possession. Jacobus all the way back, tries to send it out. Reyes got a piece of it with the stick. Hansen, like in the drills, takes it on the forehand to the backhand and gets it to the player in stride, Nieves, who has it all the way below the end line before I could finish describing the play. Jacobus below the end line. Hansen setting up in front. Let's see if they could get it to her. Now she circles down, and here's Nieves, gets it down low, but protecting the house was New Mexico. Now they'll move it through. They got another 2-on-1. Oh, they missed the pass. Mikola Dwyer was the open one, and Everett just missed it. Otherwise, it would have been another 2-on-1 for the Mustangs. They had one before and couldn't convert it as Clem Dixon-Child made the save. Rockets with a 1-0 lead. 8:15 left, period 2. Here's Everett again. Madura is the one to get back. Madura gets underneath the stick. Everett gets in. Saved by Dixon-Child, and she holds on. Dixon-Child got the left pad on it and then covered it with the glove. Clem hasn't been tested much, but when she has been, she's had to come up big a few times. The Rockets playing with a little extra offensive oomph here, or when you do that, you're asking your goaltender for a little bit more, and Clementine Dixon-Child is giving him more than that. Still 1-0 as we're under 8 minutes left in the second period. Mustangs now establishing their best offense of the game, and there's a wrist shot blocked by Dooley off the offering from Langenwalter. Comes to the near side wall, and Dandy gets shoved off over there, no call. Borderline. McDonald will bring it in, has Bruno with her, tries to get through, but can't quite do it. Mustangs turn it the other way, but look at Bruno with the back check, hounding and hounding. Madura was shaken up, or rather Dandy was shaken up and heads to the bench gingerly as Minichello now comes on. Minichello sees Everett and hounds her as well. That shot got through a lot of traffic as we hit the 7-minute mark of time remaining. Minichello uses the body as a shield and sees if she could turn and burn, and maybe she and Bruno. Barreling forward with it is Minichello. Minichello nearly gets pitchforked into the boards by maybe a hay-baling New Mexican. Latour chips it down in. She jumps off, so does Madura. Rockets change defense, so if it looks like there's nobody back, it's because they're changing. Bruno bats it in, and there is a whistle that stops play. Didn't look like an offside at all, and Landstrom was the closest, and she was like a foot out of the zone already. But I guess offside is the call. Dubious call. Even the Rockets are looking at each other like, wait, why is that offside? Landstrom was 2 feet out of the zone. Hansen now comes to the locker room. Not under duress. Maybe it's a mouthpiece or something like that. Neck guard, mouthpiece, something. find out later. Probably won't even miss a shift, although their line is up next, so we'll see what happens. Rizzo gets creamed into the boards over there, no call. Face first, that's usually when you're gonna get a call, but she's fine and gets up. Rockets battle for it along the boards on the far side. Matone plays safety just in case, but the Rockets keep it in and send it cross ice. Mustangs will try to dig it up and out, and they do. Matone has to turn and field it. No icing. Matone and Dooley head back to go pick it up. Burrows got there first. Oh, whiff shot by Kitts. So on that end, Kitts now whiffed on a good opportunity. Rizzo in the first period from that side, that end of the ice, but a different side. Rizzo got a piece of it, took it right away, sends it to Menichello, gets in, shot, save, no rebound. Oh, Rizzo and Menichello almost had to give and go. Hansen's back already, so literally does not miss a shift. .536 left period number 2, 1-0 Rockets. Shots now 15-11 as New Mexico has clawed back in that department. That means they have a 9-3 advantage here in the second period. It was 12-2 after 1. Comes to the near side wall as they battle for it. Jacobus is down low. Nieves comes to put more pressure on. Caputo was there in the right place, but it took a funny bounce off the boards, and there's going to be a penalty. And it looks like it's going to be interference. We'll see who it's on. And the Rockets will have a power play for the first time. It's Maya Fox with the interference, and the Rockets will have their first man advantage of the game. 1 minute and 30 seconds for the power plays with the 15-minute periods here at the NGHL MLK tournament. 5-12 left period 2. Hansen on the dot, Latour in the slot, Nieves in the far side wing. Jacobus starts out at the left point, Lauren Fox at the right. And New Mexico was trying to send Kira Langenwalter out, and she might have had a break if they were able to clear the puck, but the Rockets keep it in, and they start to cycle down low. Hansen and Latour play catch along the end boards. And now New Mexico will send it out, but it figures to be an icing, and it is. They did kill off 26 seconds of the power play, and 4:45 remain in the period. Period number 2. Lily Latour, the only goal so far. The Rockets with their 4th straight game at this tournament in which they've scored first. Hansen on the draw, looking for Nieves to pick it up in the far corner. Estes is over there. Hansen pulls it out of there. We'll go right back behind the goal. Chips it in front. Latour, one-timer, left pad save, and couldn't get the rebound. Jacobus now for Latour. Latour spinning, shooting, and scoring! Lily, the Lion, Latour makes it 2-0 for the Rockets with a power play goal with 4:26 left in period number 2. And that was a big one. The Rockets have been pressing. The Mustangs had clawed their way back into it here and stemmed the tide and started putting pressure on the Rockets, but they get one power play and convert it right away. Lily the Lion with her second of the game, and the Rockets change it up. McDonald with Dandy and Bruno up front, Dooley and Matone on the back line. Mustangs win the faceoff and they bring it in. Matone bats it out to the far side, sent in the middle. Reyes picks it up for a moment, and the Mustangs can't establish enough possession to get a shot there, but that was more possession even than they had gotten in the offensive zone for the first period. Dandy's going to pick it up. Oh, she had McDonald to send in, but dumped it. McDonald to pick it up anyway. Send it for Bruno. One-timer in front. Chip just wide. Dandy in the corner looking, and the ice is opened up for the Rockets now since that goal. You could just see it. different posture out there. Bruno trying to work in front. McDonald left 1-on-2 to try to dig it out. Bruno sees it, sends it in the middle, sent it for Dandy, who was trying to get it to the point. Dooley knocked it down, but in stride, the Mustangs grab it. One of the Mustangs was trying to throw the stick at one of the feet of the Rockets, and she tried to trip her, and it didn't work. Dandy chips it forward. Oh, Landstrom was looking for the break. Dandy knocked that one down, and Matone goes in to grab it. Rizzo now out with Landstrom. And Dandy, the other wing, will change off for Menikillo right now, if you see it on the right side of your picture. Menikillo's behind the D if they see it. Far side pass for Landstrom. Didn't quite have the geometry there, but Rizzo picks it up and dumps it in. Menikillo will go to the far side to try to chase it down. Aaron Ward there first, but can't possess it. Menikillo walks out, gets to the middle, gets in front, backhander, and she scores! Hope Menikillo makes it 3-0 for the Rockets with 2:39 left in period 2. Menikillo took it off the boards, got it in front, slipped the backhand between the pads of Mo Seaton to make it a 3-0 Rockets lead. And you could just see it after the goal. The second by Latour on the power play. The Rockets sort of took the wind out of the Mustang sails. And that line now with the first goal of the tournament. And wow! That puck chipped over into the boards, and Paul Landstrom was able to avoid that puck hitting him in the head with the dexterity of a lizard. A lizard with back spasms, but still a lizard. Landstrom, the younger, on the dot. Menikillo in the slot. Rizzo on the far side wing. Landstrom wins it over to Rizzo. Tried to get it to the point, but couldn't quite get it there. Latour picks it up, hounded by a bunch of Mustangs. And Rizzo comes in to help out, and there's somebody changed, looked like Landstrom changed. Latour presses down one of the Mustangs, legal. You're allowed to push, you're allowed to shove, you're just not allowed to create space for hit. Rizzo shovels it over to Menikillo. Menikillo's gonna try to find her again. Menikillo shot, Seaton glove save, and she holds on. Menikillo almost had 2 on the shift, 2:04 left period 2. Rockets have extended it to 3-0. That was the first benchmark for goal difference if they get about 4 things going right in other games, and they need all 4 things to happen. 2 of them very likely, 2 of them highly unlikely. The next threshold, unfortunately for sportsmanship, would be 9. Jacobus in front with the one-timer, saved by Seaton, and she covers up. And Debbie Rizzo has done something very interesting. She's put 3 celebratory icons in the chat now, 1 for each goal, and I think she's probably been doing that all tournament, but until today the Rockets had only scored 1 per game, so maybe I didn't notice it in the earlier, but the brilliance of Debbie Rizzo. When she's here, she gives us alternate angles. And when she's not here, she's monitoring the NGHL website to give us better information. Here's a shot by Caputo, and it's redirected wide. Haley's going to get one before this is all over. I'm telling you, number 10. Down low, here's Nieves with it. Backhander goes just wide. Nieves recovers it in the corner. He tries to play with it along the end line there. Estes got a piece of it. Rockets just never want to yield possession here. Nieves trying to dig it out. Hounded by Estes. Estes gets it out. Here's a potential breakaway. Oh, and can't field it cleanly, but still maybe to come up with it is Langenwalter. Centering feed, down low, in the middle. Caputo got a piece. Jacobus got a piece, loose in front. 2 Rockets converge and prevent the shot. Rockets clear it out. Another good scoring chance now for New Mexico. Langenwalter looked like she might have kept that one in with the stick. Rockets now have recovered after a lull. They've had the last 5 shots of the game and have a 20-11 edge in that department, which means 9-8 so far for the second period in favor of the Mustangs. But the Rockets 2 better in the period on goals, and they lead at 3-0. 20-12 now. Off the draw, McDonald with Dandy and Bruno. Looked like she didn't get a piece. Oh, that took a funny bounce off the boards. Otherwise, it certainly would have been an icing. Big potential break for the Rockets, but they have to regroup now with 30 seconds left in the period. Dooley hounded right there, lost it, recovered, just maintaining a defensive posture there. But New Mexico, there's a lot of pushing and shoving and stick work going on in the corner. Dooley took a stick up high, and looks like she was maybe a little bit shaken up, but has got a little bit of time to recover over there. As the time is just running out in front of the New Mexico bench, and here is, with not enough time, Dooley at center ice, and time expires in the period, and it was a good one for the Rockets as they take a 3-0 lead into the third. Goals by Latour and Minikillo. I believe the shots on goal are 20-12 after 2, which would give a 10-8 edge to New Mexico for period 2. So they have 2 more shots, but 2 less goals. And if the Rockets get some miraculous news from other rinks, 3-0 in one scenario would be enough to get them in. But in another scenario, it would have to be a 9-goal win. At this point, neither is likely. But we hold out hope. The Rockets, in any case, will play at least one game on Monday, a big day in the United States as we celebrate the memory and lasting works of Martin Luther King Jr. in coincidence with a U.S. presidential inauguration. One of those things that you learned about studying civics growing up, and no matter which side your politics are on, always an important day in the history of our great country. One of which I am very, very proud to be a citizen of. Mo Seaton guards the goal to your YouTube left, and Clem Dixon-Child protects the net to your YouTube right. Period 3, the final prelim period. Landstrom will start it out at center with Minikillo on the right and Rizzo on the left. Underway, liftoff, period 3. Minikillo is going to break right in, has Rizzo coming down the middle, might look to center it, but holds on and establishes position. Goes to the point for Madura. Madura at the right point, Latour at the left. Redirected in front, Rizzo was there, and Landstrom was behind her, but it didn't get to either of them. Latour will battle for it. Deep in the zone, Rizzo steps in at the point to keep it in. Rizzo and Latour send it over to Minikillo. Landstrom's trying to get free on the far side, and then Minikillo calmly just takes it back to the neutral zone, waits for Landstrom to clear in perfect time, and sends it back in. Rizzo the first in pursuit, can't knock the pass down, but Latour picks it up on the near side wall, shovels it against the boards, and will be in a puck battle there with Landstrom. And a bunch of 6s for the other team. Mikola Dwyer, 66, and Estes 6. Here comes Minikillo, right down Broadway, tries to chip it forward, off the New Mexico player. Rizzo checks her. Rizzo gets it back, one-timer, and the right pad save by Seaton. Keeps it a 3-goal game. Minikillo in front, handcuffed a little bit with the pass from Landstrom. Menachillo with the back check steals it away and sends it back in slow motion and allows the forward line to change very cleanly. Latour on the attack, has 2 goals from defense, but she's a wildcat back there, or a lion in this case. Meaning if she gets the chance to go, she goes. Think offside right there. Think Ally Afridi of the 80s Capitals. That's what Lily Latour's playing like right now. Jacobus with Nieves and Hansen. Mustangs get it out to neutral ice, but Lauren Fox picks it up and sends it back in. Potential break is negated by Haley Caputo. And now picked up by Jacobus. Has Hansen on the far side if they could find her, but the Mustangs hold serve. Lauren Fox, PJ Jacobus battle for it. Mustangs send it in, but the dump attempt by Ward doesn't get all the way through. Here comes Nieves and Hansen breaking in 2-on-2 or 2-on-1-ish. Hansen will take it below the end line. McDonald jumps on and streaks down the middle for Jacobus. Hansen for McDonald. Shot blocked away by Ward. Did not make it go on net. Hansen picks it up, shovels it in front into a dangerous area, but it was protected by the Mustangs. Matone has the angle, and Burrows has the stride. Fired by Burrows on Dixon Child, and she knocks it away, and they're going to call Matone for a penalty for just putting her hands up to protect herself. The player's coming right at her. She's allowed to put her hands up to protect herself, but Grace Matone gets a difficult penalty call right there, I got to tell you. I don't even know what they call it. They call it cross-check. She just put her hands up and to protect herself from a player coming at her. And cross-check is the call, so the Rockets are shorthanded for 1:30, 12-11 left in the third period, and the Rockets hold a 3-0 lead. 2 benchmarks for score difference here. One of them is 3. The next one would be 9, which would be unlikely for the Rockets to get, and also unlikely for that scenario to be even in play for them to have to advance, but nonetheless, it's the math that I figured out before the game. Here's the potential breakaway by McDonald, but a good defensive play by Estes to get back. Rockets will try to score shorthanded. They'll protect first, but if the opportunities afford themselves, they will be aggressive trying to do that. Here's Maddie McDonald. She's 1 on 5 Mustangs and can't get it into the offensive zone, but does get it into the middle of the ice and kill more time. Dandy is going to head to the far side and see if she gets an outlet pass. Chipped it for McDonald. That's exactly what happens. McDonald will get to the center line, dump it, and curl away for a change. Dandy will stay on in pursuit. Madura changes behind the play. Rizzo jumps out with Lauren Fox. Latour has it. Rizzo was streaking down the middle, but changed her course there. Latour brings it out. Dandy heads back. Rizzo on the forecheck now, breaks it up eventually with help from Fox. Latour picks it up, fans on it, now just sends it into a spot that Dandy's able to step in. Just everything going right for the Rockets on this penalty kill, which is about to expire, and they will have killed it off here in 3 seconds. Here comes a shot. Dixon Child kicks it away. The penalty's over. The Rockets are at full and even strength as Landstrom jumps on, and here's Caputo plowing forward, and the Rockets have to wait for Caputo to get onside. Rizzo doesn't see her, and she was streaking down the middle, and that will be offside. 10:24 left, third period. Rockets with a 3-0 lead, and they've just killed off a penalty. Landstrom with Menachillo and Rizzo up front. In our pregame chat, the number 13 Rizzo is telling me that this line, the third line, was really working great like a third line, grinding, Here's Menikillo in front, taps it, Landstrom. Oh, sent it just wide and got decked, no penalty. Matone will keep it in at the point, and Landstrom will dig it down low. Landstrom with it, tries to center it for Menikillo. Rizzo goes beyond the end line to try to pick it up as well. Menikillo looking for Rizzo, finds her. They play catch and they try to work the cycle. Menikillo is going to come to the near side wall, pick it up and send it maybe right back down or try to walk out of the corner if she can. Landstrom will snake in front. Menikillo gets tripped up right there and the Rockets will have a power play. So that's one of the things Rizzo was talking about with the play-by-play guy beforehand, that this line has been grinding like a third line and keeping the other team off the board. And in this case, they have one goal by Menikillo and they've drawn a penalty and putting the power play unit out there. So Hansen will take the draw in the left circle, Latour in the slot, and Nieves off the win on the near side wall to Jacobus at the left point. Jacobus back to Nieves, trying to center it to get Hansen set up, and it's chipped out of the zone. Fox is back there with Jacobus and receives the pass from PJ. That one's intercepted. Jacobus with good posture and just skated to the spot to prevent the breakaway from Brianna Reyes, 27. Latour chips it, trying to get the player in stride. It doesn't work out perfectly, but Cici Nieves just helps make stuff work out all the time, even when it doesn't work out. And the Rockets have possession in the offensive zone. Jacobus at the point, goes for Latour. Latour's going to walk it from the circle. Centers for Hansen, shot! And on the near side, it's a kick save. And now covered for a moment, but still loose. Nieves has it, tries to shovel it in front. Can't get it all the way through. I thought Hansen's shot had gone in, but Seaton got the right toe on it to keep it out, and then I think the back of her skate maybe hit the post. Latour with the jam shot, trying to get it in. Seaton knocks it down. Mustangs clear. 20 seconds left in the power play. Mustangs will change. Rockets will keep the same group out there. Long outlet pass for Nieves. Reverses it up for Hansen. Hansen has to push and shove to battle for position. Does that, and this is going to expire the power play. Nieves sends it across for Latour. Celia and Lily go chase it down, and that's what Latour does. They get it out of the zone, do the Mustangs, and it's a 3-on-1 for New Mexico, but they're offside. Oh boy. Kaylee Everett was coming in, and Kira Langenwalter was just a little bit too anxious on the left wing, just a half stride ahead. Rockets dodge a bullet there. 7:50 left in the third period, 3-0 Rockets. They are not going to take their foot off the gas. And you wouldn't expect them to in a 3-0 game. That one's going to get all the way down, and Seaton calmly steers it to the near side corner. Bruno pins the puck against the wall. McDonald comes in and digs it out with relative ease, but gets it smacked away. Matone keeps it in at the point. 59, Matone with the long reach looking over there happening. Bruno shoves off the defender and sends it back around. Iris Groves was a little bit overpowered on that one. Rockets will send it in, but Bruno's way offside as she was caught behind the net. Whistle stops play with 7:10 left in the third. Third line grind coming out. Landstrom with Rizzo and Menikillo. Off the draw, Rizzo picks it up from Landstrom and dumps it into the corner, only to go back and chase it herself. Has to try to fish it off the wall. It went up toward Latour. I don't think that was Rizzo that pushed it there. Latour turns, spins it for Rizzo. Rizzo tries to get it to Landstrom or Menikillo. Can't complete the pass. Madura pounds it forward. A little ping-ponging going on over there. Madura off the wall on the far side. Landstrom has it, was looking for Rizzo, trying to get it to her. It's in the skates, does get it to her blindly. Rizzo's going to skate in and now has Landstrom coming down the middle. Sends it over for Barbara, but can't convert it. Good defense by New Mexico. Menikillo smacks it down, Rizzo and Landstrom are going to go low to pick it up. Rizzo to Landstrom. Rizzo comes into the front. Minichello has it in front, shoots, and she scores! Hope Minichello with her second of the game, and she'll do the deli Sally as the Rockets make it 4-0 with 6:20 remaining in the third. Third line grind converts their second of the game. Minichello from Landstrom and Rizzo. And they'll stay out there. Madura and Latour on the back line. Latour, there's Lily. She's got 2. Minichello has 2. And 4 celebratory icons from Debbie Rizzo in the chat. Get in that live chat. If you're not in it, you're missing it. Mustangs with it, centering feed down low. Minichello picks it up, looking to get some room there. Uses the body as a shield, has Rizzo with her, and Latour trailing, sends it to Rizzo. Shot, 1 shot, rebound on the left pad, save. Minichello tried to send it back for Rizzo. They send it out of the zone. Madura sees it, sends it over to Latour and says, ah! A little Kaylee yelp. Rizzo sent it to the middle and finds Nieves on the fly. Rizzo hustles to change over so Hansen can join. There you'll see Tootie playing a defensive posture as Latour stays up. There's Hansen right there with it. Chips it forward. Puck battle along the boards right below us. Jacobus was there. Looked like Reyes got a piece and sent it to the far side. Rockets still on the attack. Jacobus tries to knock that one down. The throttle is still open. It's 4-0. So they've got a cushion against the 3-goal threshold. The next threshold would be 9. They'll keep going. Unlikely to get there, but full throttle. Would love to see 10 Caputo get one. She's just been dynamite this game. And time ticks away as the puck is along the near side wall. As the battle ensues, Jacobus was eventually the one to get a piece and send it down low. Mustangs pick it up, try to break it out, but it hits the skate of the pinching Fox as Hansen covered the point. Nieves down low, trying to work it away from Cox. Cox using the skates and the body as a shield, but Nieves eventually takes it back away. And just more puck battles ensue as we're down to 4 minutes remaining. These exhausting shifts for the Mustangs where they have to keep playing against the wall and keep trying to dig pucks out. Nieves picks this one up, centers it for Jacobus. Jacobus couldn't saddle it, backhander. Nieves had just too much of an angle to get it on net. Caputo keeps it in at the point for a moment, but then has to hustle back. Jacobus comes back to break up the play as Mikola Dwyer was trying to send it to the middle. Here's Hansen trying to get it through. The New Mexico player came off the bench and just didn't have her stick in a playing position. Hansen hustles back like a speed skater getting over the line for the gold medal to stay on side. Here's a break for the Mustangs. Caputo's back, McDonald comes back, and Caputo's gonna go off for something. Let's see what they call a trip. So 3:07 remaining in the third, and the Rockets will be shorthanded. Haley Caputo in for the trip. Offensive zone draw for the Mustangs, and McDonald and Bruno up front to defend it for the Rockets. Matone on the back line, and there's Grace to get it and smack it to up the near side wall. Now picked up by Matone, sent down. I'm not even going to turn the camera because that's going to be an icing. Although, you know what? I am. I'm going to show you Aaron Bruno hustling just in case. 16. The scoreboard on the penalty clock has a bunch of broken numbers, so I would say it's about 1:18 left in the penalty. Minute and a half penalties here at the NGHL MLK Classic. Chipped forward. Bruno now is going to try to chase this one down, and it's not going to be an icing. Aaron will pick it up, send it toward the goal, but not on goal, and continue to pursue it below the end line. And McDonald now is able to join the fray. Matone wants to go down and cut in the middle, and she'd be wide open. McDonald shovels it out. Backhand shot saved by Seaton with the right pad. Seaton stays prone like Jonathan Quick in 2012. Now she gets up. Rockets just pinning the puck against the wall over there. Hansen has an easy change and just skated in almost in slow motion, waiting for that puck to come out. Bruno on the near side wall, a one-woman show. Hansen just circling back, like saying, hey, I might as well just take it, take a chance here. Matone fires one from the point, loose in front. Bruno dug it out and got hit. One of the Mustangs players playing the player and not the puck, and that was the right thing to do. Hansen knocked that one away. Dooley chipped it forward. Bruno changes. Rizzo jumps on at one of the forward spots as the remaining seconds of the penalty to Caputo tick down. Chipped up for Rizzo. She's going to try to shepherd it out of the zone and does a little snow plowing to do it. Hansen chipped it forward, and the Mustangs clear the zone, bring it back in. Hansen with the stick lift, Dooley with the stick lift, Dooley with a nice bump to push the Mustangs player into the wall. 1:22 left, and almost a gaff right there. Hansen tries to chip it to send Rizzo. Rockets still with their foot on the gas. Rizzo sends it down low. Hansen comes off. You'll see Menikillo jump on. Centering feed, a little too strong for Rizzo as Landstrom was looking for her. Comes to the point. Dooley uses the body to keep it in, reverses it to Menikillo. Menikillo's going to march down the middle. Menikillo shoots, loose in front off the save and covered with 49.7 seconds left. Rockets up 4-0, but still looking to add just in case. They've secured the win that they need to keep their aspirations for a semifinal up, but I think they're probably going to fall short. Shots 26-17 for the Rockets. And probably for the final shift. Jacobus on the dot, Hansen in the slot, and Nieves on the near side wall. Dandy takes a shift at the left point. Hansen looking for Nieves in front, got it there. Hansen turns, wheels, shoots it off of a skate. Groves got the skate on it. Rockets cycling. Hansen with it down low, looking for Jacobus. Nieves in front, trying to get position. Jacobus with the backhand, still with it, and 3 high, and now they send 2 low. Hansen picks it up. Hansen turns, wheels, fires, save by Seaton with the pad. 10 seconds left. Rockets still playing it. They got to play it all the way. No feet off the gas. Hansen looking for the wraparound. Got it on net, covered up by Seaton and held. 2 seconds left. Time for one more face-off. There's only one thing to do here if you're a righty in the right circle, and that's try to score on the win. And in a mode of sportsmanship, Hansen just steps forward with it and doesn't even try to put it at the net. Rockets claim a 4-0 win over the New Mexico Mustangs, their second 4-0 win of the day. They finished the preliminary round with 7 points after a 2-1 shootout loss to the Dallas Stars Elite on Saturday and a 4-1 loss to the Team Wyoming Cowgirls. We will see if it's enough to get them to the semifinals. Possible, but unlikely. But a good Sunday for the Rockets. And now hopefully not too much snow for us to deal with to get back to our hotel and get a nice meal and maybe a couple of cocktails, adult beverages for the adults. Thank you, refs. As you could hear Haley Caputo say, I thought Caputo was going to get one today. I really did. And the New Mexico Mustangs, sharp uniforms, I have to say, will have their consolation game on Monday. The Rockets will let you know. Just look on Rizzo Vision if you haven't subscribed, and then it's a good time to do that. Hit that subscribe button, and there's a little bell that's an alert icon, and then when we're posting new content or going live, you'll get an update probably in your email, and you'll know about it. So once this game is scheduled for Monday, it'll either be a semifinal, which would be in the 7 o'clock hour, or a consolation game, which would be more likely in the 9 or 10 o'clock hour. A very nice scene from, it looks like 4 Mustangs kneeling and saying a prayer at center ice. And that's probably as good a way to sign off as any. Rockets with a 28-17 edge in shots for the game. And it was a dominant 4-0 win for New Jersey. That will do it from Haverhill Ice Arena in Haverhill, Massachusetts, where the Rockets post a 4-0 win over the New Mexico Mustangs. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets girls hockey on Rizzo Vision.